Morning. Oh, we're here in the land of big pointy mountains today in the Austrian Alps, Oztal to be precise, and I'm just walking up to the Martin Buschhütte from Vent, where me and my wife are staying. And a bit of an experiment this. It's end of June, so it's the earliest I've ever been to the Alps. And I want to see what snow conditions are like, so I'm lugging ice axes and crampons. But looking around me, it's highly unlikely I'm going to use them. A big mountain in the intro shots, that's Zimmerlaun. Can't remember how high it is, 3,600 I think, something like that. You know what I'm like, I'm hopeless at remembering these things. Anyway, it's the local big boy. We're not doing that because it's glaciated, and really speaking you should be on a rope for a glacier, although I suspect this time of year you probably get away with it. Anyway, so the objective today is very much not definite. It's just a case of coming up and bimbling around, you know. But is a mountain called Kreutzspitze, 3-4 something it is. But it's not glaciated, but it does have a pretty exposed summit ridge, which if it's all snowed up, we'll see what the snow conditions are like. I've got the crampons, but you know, it can be sugary, and you really don't want to be going up sugary snow because it has a habit of falling off, and if you happen to be on it, so do you. So we don't want to do that. So anyway, the weather isn't looking so good today. The forecast is brilliant. Forecast says it's full sun, but not spotting that. But you know what it's like. Mountains, they have a mind of their own. Anyway, very much. Let's see how we get on. Well, that's Zimmerlaun, or Zimmerlaun, I think they pronounce it here. Up from the Martin Buschhütte and just heading up the sort of first slopes. The weather is looking distinctly rubbish. I'm out of the wind right now, but it's really windy. So let's see how we get on. But you know, if it's uber windy, I won't be going up there. Certainly smashing here though for a place. But yeah, I seem to be fated to climb mountains in high wind just lately, but yeah, there are some I won't. So let's see. You see the Zimmerlown hut over there, and Zimmerlown itself looks like it's had a big rockfall from just near the summit. But, yeah. Never mind, eh? Let's crack on. You can tell we've come up altitude. Me sandwiches have the package swollen up with the air pressure. Last shot is where the weather's coming from. And I have to say, it's not looking too chipper. I've just crossed a couple of dodgy snow slopes, which mean you have to go off the path. The path's really interesting. Yeah, it's usual stuff, mountaineering and stuff. It's boulder slopes and cairns everywhere and very confusing. Which is, fine, yeah. But I wouldn't want to do that in reverse if it clagged in. It's not clagged in so far. All the cloud is high, all the high tops around me are all still clear, but it keeps raining. Completely different from the weather forecast, except I did look on the synoptic charts, and there is a front coming in. This looks to me like this is a front coming in early. It's supposed to come in tonight and a little bit of tomorrow, so I'm just wondering whether it's coming in early. But there's quite a lot of showers in Italy, which I can see over there, and it just looks to me like it's just drifting that little bit further north. But the sky's grey everywhere, and the snow's properly sugary. Really not very nice. So I'm having a debate at the moment. We might be looking at a bailout. We might just push on a little bit further and see what's what. But yeah, not quite fancying this at the moment, if I'm truly honest. But let's see. Let's just have another look up here and see what's what, and then we might make a decision. Anyway, happy days, eh? Well, having said that, look at the surroundings, man. Well, this is what the snow's like. Oh, sorry, I need to put it on by my foot. It's really rubbish. This is just a little bit. Just here to get across from here. Well, that's the summit ridge there. The fin of snow going towards you. And what's conspicuous by its absence is any sign of a track going up that. There might be, maybe, but that just looks, having been through snow, you know, and I ain't far away now. Yeah, having been through snow, I'm not fancying that. So yeah, looking at that, I don't know whether you can hear that. Yeah, do I really fancy going up that? That looks absolutely rubbish. It's a shame, because it's kind of only over there. In summer, you'd be able to walk all of this, but you know, the path keeps disappearing behind, underneath snow, dodgy snow. I'm quite conscious that I've got to get down from here as well. And if the weather's flagging in, there's a bit of blue sky over there though, but then, you know, there's, that ain't oncoming good weather, I would have said. Maybe it is, you know, we walk down in the sun, which would be quite nice. But yeah, oddly enough, the sun is shining a little bit on Italy. I don't know what mountains they are. They look very snow covered. In the kind of YouTube pictures I've seen, they aren't that snow. It might be the Oztal group, the Oztal group, or it might not be. Anyway, yeah. So I think I'm going to call it a day. I've got a couple more mountains lined up, which should be a bit easier. But yeah, I'm not fancying that snow. I'm really not. And you can't actually see the summit from here because it's just beyond there, and it's up a little snow dome, you know, which is rocky in summer. But I'm sort of, do I really fancy that? Nah. I think, you know, the mountains will always be here. I can come back in summer and do it again. You've got to make sure you're here as well. That's the key. So I think this is a mountaineering decision. Oh, I feel absolutely justified. You probably can't hear any of this because it's very windy, but if you can, that's what I'm doing. Back into footpath land now. So by way of recompense, by way of compensation, there's a kind of frozen lake just behind me, which I'll go and take a look at. And the sun's starting to come out. You just knew that would happen. But it wasn't the sun that put me off, it was the snow conditions that put me off, or lack of sun. But yeah, it's all right. What have we learned? We've learned that maybe the end of June is a tad too early. If you're going to go up hiking peaks, you're probably better off going later in the year when, you know, you don't need to bother with ice axes and crampons and you just walk up. Yeah, but let's take a look at this semi-frozen lake, and maybe the sun will come out then and we should get hopefully some spectacular views. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, I'm just watching watching an avalanche slowly slump down the neighbouring peak, House Slab Kogel. So I'm feeling pretty vindicated now, because that's what I was worried about. Yeah, so I'm probably going to wind it up here, because it's just now the walk back down to Vent. I might take some pictures down there, I'll take some movies down there, because especially if the sun comes out, because it was pretty grey coming up there, and it's really quite picturesque. But it is along a sort of Land Rover track. But yeah, I might not have got to the top of the mountain, but here I am, sat by a frozen lake, or partly frozen lake, surrounded by snowy peaks. What's not to like? So, if you've enjoyed it as much as I have, thanks for watching, and catch you in the next one.